Well, it's looking like I'm gonna get some dragon's tongue beans growing. These are little tiny bean pods that I just noticed that came out of the blooms. So there's lots of blooms on these, and it turns out they are actually looking like they're gonna produce some beans. Also, just now standing here and listening to this little bee that's down here. And I was looking for him because I couldn't see him, and then a hummingbird flew in and he was gonna get on this flower right here, like right in front of me, like 3 feet in front of me. And I so badly want to film a hummingbird up close. And he didn't see me at first. He flew right in front of me and got to the flower and then looked and turned and looked at me and then flew away before I could film him. They're so fast. Okay, so like I suspected, flipping this heap definitely kind of supercharged it, and it is now at 170. So yesterday it was at 120 before I flipped it. After I flipped it, it was like at 100 because it was pretty cold out yesterday. So I guess me pulling it out just let it cool down a whole lot. And then, so overnight, and then this morning, it's gone from 100 degrees to 170. And as I've said before, 170 is too hot, but I don't really want to flip it today. I have obtained some wood fencing that one of my neighbors took down, I guess, or something, and I got it from them before the city came and picked up a bunch of trash that they had. And I'm gonna try to use it to make another compost bin, but it's not quite enough. I'm gonna have to improvise with some other pieces of wood or something to complete the whole bin. But it should get me started, and it was free, so that's good. Don't really want to spend money if I don't have to. But I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't actually know exactly what I'm gonna do with that, or how I'm gonna do it, I mean. So I'm not gonna start doing that without a plan, and also I need to cut the grass before it gets out of control and then becomes really difficult for me to cut. I'd rather cut it every single week, once a week, than wait and then it is really difficult to do. So I'm still cutting the grass, and I'm headed down this pathway along the side of the yard, cutting this part of the grass here. And fortunately I saw this giant spider web before I ran into it, because I would have run directly into it. I don't have any clue what kind of spider this is, but it's weird looking. It's got like horns. So I'm checking on the cabbage transplants and the non-transplanted cabbage and the onions. And as you can see, the non-transplants are doing fine and the onions are doing fine. And I actually am just leaving those out here in the garden, because I think they're well established enough now to do that, hopefully. However, the cabbage transplants are not looking too hot today. This morning they were looking fine, and then the sun kind of came out and kind of sucked all the life out of them, which is to be expected because it's just like transplant shock, because their roots aren't really established yet. So hopefully their roots will get established before the plant totally dies, and then they'll be okay. Hopefully some of them. A few of them I am not expecting to make it at all. Hopefully a few of them will. and then I can compare how quickly they grow with how quickly the ones that are non-transplanted grow. This is just a thick piece of cardboard that also came from my neighbor, the same neighbor that I got the bamboo and those wooden fence pieces from. And I'm just putting it down on places where there's stuff growing that I don't want to grow, just to kill it, and then I'll move it somewhere else and kill other stuff that's growing. That's my plan to keep stuff from growing while I'm waiting to build out the rest of these beds. And also, I mean, I could just pick stuff with my hands, but I have this big thick piece of cardboard, so I might as well use it.